Well, folks, it looks like we are going to be joined by our world heavyweight champion Bill Hicks here in a few minutes. Wonder what... Oh, wait a second. Oh yeah. Cracka Jack coming to the ring with his hillbilly attire on. Obviously poking some fun at Bill Hicks. Rocking the flannel and the camo hat and the tattered jeans and the work boots. He's got that swagger about him, folks. Cracka Jack will break you down mentally and physically. Let's hear what he has to say.
My name's Bill Hicks, and I came here for 2 reasons. Hang on, I gotta put a dip in. That's better. What, you don't want to kiss me? How about you kiss my ass? And where was I? Oh yeah, that's right. I was here for 2 reasons. Humping farm animals and kissing my sister. Now you see, I've done one of those things already. What's the next one gonna be? Now you see, I just want this fancy little thing to go around my waist called the UWC World Heavyweight Championship. And it comes to my attention that there ain't nobody, and by God, I mean nobody, who is worthy enough to face me for that World Heavyweight Championship. Unless, of course, that man's name is Cracka Jack. You see, Cracka Jack, he's gonna come down that UWC ramp. He's gonna step in this ring and he is gonna annihilate the holy hell out of my carcass. Now you see, I have never faced somebody like Cracka Jack before. And make no mistake about it, fans, I am in for the worst ass kicking I have ever had in my entire life. In all seriousness, the CEO and I were talking earlier, and he decided that there will be a match at Bloodshed between Bill Hicks and I for the World Heavyweight Championship. But not only that, there is going to be a match tonight in which the winner will determine the stipulation for the championship match at Bloodshed. And we decided that Bill did not have the testicular fortitude to face me tonight. So the CEO allowed me to choose a replacement for him in that match. Oh, and Bill, don't you worry, son. I'll make sure he is on your talent level. Word!
What a very interesting promo there by Cracka Jack, folks. Oh man, looks like our main event for Bloodshed coming up in July is set. It's gonna be Cracka Jack taking on Bill Hicks, but we do not know what the stipulation for that match is, and we will find out later tonight when Cracka Jack chooses the replacement. And we have a match coming up here, folks. We've got another luchador making his way to the ring. We have 2 luchadors, folks. And there's Dragon making his way to the ring. A little bit of athleticism right there by Dragon, leaping into the ring and doing a senton dive and a backflip. Guy's quick. Last week, he got his head knocked off by Bill Hicks. That was one hellacious backwards clothesline. Knocked him back into the second grade. And Dragon's opponent, the MMA fighter who competes for Ultimate Combat Wrestling, the MMA branch of UWC, Chris D'Amata, is making his way to the ring. And he looks pumped up today, folks. Looks like he's ready to stomp some ass. But would you expect anything less from an MMA fighter? Rocking the Wolverine chops. Looking like a total badass in that UWC squared circle. Waiting his opponent, Dragon. And of course, folks, all these matches are no disqualification matches. Going back to it last week when Dragon got destroyed by Bill Hicks, it was a ruse set up by the great Cracka Jack, who returned last week. Bill Hicks thought that Shane Lake was on the phone with Dragon 2 weeks ago, but in reality it was Cracka Jack returning from a very long hiatus. Goes for the collar elbow tie-up, side hip lock. He's got him in a chokehold. It's Chris D'Amata. He's a big boy, but he is athletic. Irish whip. Scoop slam. He mounts him. He's going for a Kimura. Will Dragon tap out here? Dragon's fighting out of it before any damage could be done. Oh, stiff kicks by Dragon, and a knee to the face. Kick to his stomach. Guillotine with the leg scissors. But D'Amata catches him and slams him into the corner. Brute force and a big stiff kick to the stomach. Kick to the chin. Sizing him up. Big punch right there. And he lets him crumple to the mat. Rolls him over, going for the cover.
1, 2.
A kick out after a 2 count by Dragon. Dragon using the ropes to pick himself back up. Fighting out of a headlock. Irish whips him. Back elbow. Knocks Chris D'Amata down. What's Dragon gonna do here? Moonsault that misses. Way off the mark. Superman punch to the top of the head of Dragon. He's gotta be out here, folks. And another 2 count. I tell you, oh man, after that vicious backwards clothesline by Bill Hicks, you've got to wonder if Dragon has signs of a concussion, because his brains are getting rattled tonight. Big spine buster. Crosses over, goes for the Darce choke. Will Dragon submit? Big elbows to his shoulders, weakening the shoulder muscles, and a stiff kick to the spine. Dragon is reeling, he's feeling it now. D'Amata's on a roll. He lifts him up. Uh-oh. Oh my God! Oh man, he has got to be out after that kick.
1,
And your winner is Chris D'Amata after that modified F5 into a stiff kick to the chin. I don't know what to call that, folks, or what he calls that. I'm going to call that a tsunami kick. My God. He better head to the back as quick as he can and check his equilibrium and make sure he doesn't have a concussion and all of his teeth are still intact. That D'Amata right there, folks, he is a monster. What a vicious battle right there. Wow.
Wow. Chris D'Amata looks like he's going to be an impressive addition to our MMA division. In fact, I have an idea for bloodshed. Chris D'Amata versus Sean Shamrock. In our first UWC sanctioned MMA event. What do you think? Yeah, that's great. So I came here to ask you about what you're wanting to do with the vacant United States Championship. I'm thinking you should give me the belt. I mean, let's face it, Sean Campbell let everybody down when he got injured. And I haven't had as much as a hangnail. I'm much more reliable. Besides, there hasn't been anybody who's been on a roll as much as I have. First of all, you're about as reliable as La Mascara is competent. Second of all, I am not just going to give you the United States Championship, but I will give you an opportunity to earn it at bloodshed. That's all I'm going to tell you. Now please, leave my office. La Mascara. So you have been chosen as the representative in tonight's main event facing Cracka Jack.
Who?
Cracka Jack, the UWC legend. What are your thoughts on facing Cracka Jack?
Legend? I don't even know who this hacky sack is. But what I do know is I am going to break him like so, over my knee.
Well, thanks for all the time you have left.
Okay.
All right, good luck in your match.
Gracias.
There we go.
Wow, folks, you just heard that Shane Lake has scheduled the first ever sanctioned MMA event in UWC history for bloodshed as well. Man, our event is really taking shape, and just a few minutes ago, you heard that Jake Chambers will be in a U.S. title match at bloodshed as well. More of that match will come.
You have made a big
to fold
mistake,
here
hacky sack.
after a little while, folks. Rumor has it that there will be an announcement as the participants in that match for the United States title at bloodshed. And right now, in ring from San Miguel de Allende, La Mascara will be taking on Cracka Jack. La Mascara was chosen by Cracka Jack as Bill Hicks' replacement in that stipulation match for the U.S. title at bloodshed. Very interesting choice here. Seeing how La Mascara just cannot catch a victory, you can assume that is the reason that Cracka Jack chose him as his opponent. Cracka Jack is one of the longest tenured UWC performers in history. Debuted back in 2003. And it is true, folks, he has been fired twice, but He always comes back because Shane Lake knows that he is one of the very few people that can even attempt to stop Bill Hicks's path of destruction. Cracka Jack lost a little bit of grip on that shirt there, throwing it into the crowd. It is true, it's been a while since we have seen Cracka Jack. It has been over a year since Cracka Jack has competed in a UWC ring. Let's find out if he has any ring rust tonight, folks. Mascara taking his time to get into the ring with the veteran.
You don't look so tough. But I will talk.
Mascara talking some trash to the veteran Cracka Jack, who he doesn't even know who Cracka Jack is.
Oh, too slow, Governor.
What disrespect. But Cracka Jack, not having any of that, slaps on a side headlock.
No.
Cracka Jack looks like he's going to be taking Mascara to the woodshed here. Slams his head into the turnbuckle with some authority. Slamming his head down repeatedly. Cracka sizing him up. Big clothesline, knocking him down. Earlier, Mascara disrespected him by having no idea who Cracka Jack was, calling him a hacky sack. Then he goes and doesn't even shake his hand pre-match. Cracka Jack with some athletic ability right there, leaping over his back into a backdrop. Taunting Mascara. Five knuckle shuffle by Cracka Jack. Big fist to Mascara's face. But he sweeps his leg and slams him down on the back of his head hard. Oh my gosh. Mascara calling for the end right here. This guy is like Nostradamus, folks. He is pretty good at predicting the future. Just not good for him. Falcon Arrow! He actually hit his finishing move! Wow! The first time in UWC history in his career he has hit his finisher, but Cracka Jack kicks out. It's going to take more than that to keep the veteran Cracka Jack down. 2 jabs, a third, and a fourth. Shake, rattle, and roll. It's morphin' time. Bionic elbow.
Come on, Ma.
He slaps on a side headlock. $1 Million Dream.
Let's go to sleep. Let's go. No. Come on. Go to sleep. It'll all be over soon.
Talking trash as he's weakening him, making him go to sleep, patting his head. Goes for the pin. I know it's a weird place to plug, but find us on Facebook, United Wrestling Championship Trampoline Wrestling, and on Twitter at UWC TW. You can also find Cracka Jack on Twitter, at Cracka Jack UWC, and you can find Mascara at Mascara UWC on Twitter. He's going for his finisher. FU! It's got to be over here, folks. FU by Cracka. And Cracka Jack picks up the victory and will name the stipulation for the World Heavyweight Championship title match at Bloodshed. And I think he's going to announce it right here. Let's listen in, folks.
Check. Mic check. Testing. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I think we're on the air. You see, Bill? I chose Mascara because he is on the exact same talent level as you. Now, Bill, When we face off in July at Bloodshed, we're gonna be fighting in one sadistic match. The Bloodshed match!
And you heard it first from Cracka Jack, folks. Cracka Jack and Bill Hicks will be competing in a bloodshed match at Bloodshed. But what is a bloodshed match?
Only the beginning. Cracka
I guess
is here
we'll just have to wait
stay.
to find out.
Work.
Thanks for joining us, folks.